Our first featured act of kindness is coming to us from the beautiful state of North Carolina. Yes, the Random Acts Foundation has provided this beautiful story, and it's titled Kroger Offers a Job to the Homeless Woman Who Slept in Their Parking Lot for Many Months. Not too long ago, LaShonda Williams was living in her car and wondering where her next meal was coming from. Raised in the foster care system, LaShonda never had a stable home life. When an associate store manager, Jackie Vandal, heard Williams's mention her goal of working at their store, she told her about an upcoming job fair. Impressed by Williams's can-do, upbeat people skills, Vandal made sure that LaShonda made the cut from candidate to new hire, helping Williams with her application and her resume. Shortly after, Williams has found an apartment and hasn't missed one shift since being employed. From homeless to working at the supermarket where she usually slept in her car in their parking lot. Isn't that beautiful? One act of kindness can turn around someone's life. One act of kindness. And it didn't even take that much, right? But you've made such a big impact in someone else's life. For all those that don't know, Kroger is a chain of supermarkets in the southern states of the United States of America. On to the next one. This kind act is near and dear to me. I have a beautiful friend called Eva, and Eva works with the Delta Airlines company. One day I was very, very ill, so ill that I could barely walk. The US surgeons had recommended that I have surgery a few times, and this last time after I had a flare up, they really put the pressure on for me to have surgery. But my family wanted me to get a second opinion outside of the States, so I was making preparations to leave the US to get this second opinion elsewhere. Eva found out about it, and she had me send my travel documents ahead of time so she could process them for me. And on the day I was traveling, she came to the airport, bought lunch for myself and my parent, the parent that was traveling with me, and bumped me up to the next class. My The parent that was traveling with me was sitting in a different class, and luckily next to my parent was a free empty seat. Eva made arrangements that I got into that next class. I want to mention this. Eva works with the airlines and she works long hours. My flight was very early in the morning. In fact, Eva got home at around 2 a.m. that day. Yet she got up, slept for only, I think, 4 hours, but made sure that she was there to see me off, to get me to the next class so I could sit next to my parents, and got us free lunch as well. The effort that this angel put into just accommodating me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like I always say, this world is filled with kind and generous people. Thank you, Eva. Let's get started with our first featured location, the island of Bonaire in Dutch Caribbean. Bonaire, Dutch Caribbean. It is located right off the coast of South America. In fact, it's technically part of South America, even though it's located in the Caribbean Sea, and politically part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. But make no mistake, it has its own beautiful, unique culture. Here, everyone is united by their island spirit, by their culture. They are blended people. They're diverse, everything under the sun. They are multilingual, multicultural, multiracial, multi foodies. As they say in Bonaire in the local beautiful language Papiamentu, Bombi ni na Boneru, which means welcome to Bonaire. And indeed, it's a warm welcome in every way you can imagine. These are the Bonaire Salt Flats. Bonaire Salt Flats. The south of the island is host to the famous Bonaire Salt Flats, an area that has been in operation since 1997, producing some of the purest salts in the world. By using the salt, the sea, and the winds of Bonaire, the salt accumulated into this impressive mound of crystals. You could see that it definitely resembles a pyramid. We call them here the salt pyramids of Bonaire. They can be seen when arriving by sea or air, and they stand at roughly 50 feet high and contain approximately 10,000 metric tons of 99.6 pure salt. As you drive along the South Road, you will notice the different colors of the water turning into an intense pink, beautiful color. There is so much to do in Bonaire, even though Bonaire is a laid back island. You have more than enough to do here. I'm just going to feature some of the main attractions in Bonaire, and we're going to start with Pekelmeer. This is a Dutch word, Pekelmeer, and this is the home of the flamingos. They congregate here. They congregate here. This is the Flamingo Sanctuary, and these are the actual locals of Bonaire, the flamingos. Next, we have their world-class restaurants in Bonaire, and also lots of delicious finger food, quick fast foods that you must try. Very unique. One of my favorites, patata kuturko sariba, which means potatoes with everything on top. So mayonnaise, ketchup, curry sauce, peanut sauce, and if you like, you can get pickled onions as well. Now, one of my favorite places in Bonaire is Wateria, and it's in downtown. This is Carol's on the left, and Carol's is unique because there are many yachts. This is a marina. You can see this on the picture, and everyone on the boat has their little tiny boats, their little dinghy boats, and Carol accommodates you where you can just park your dinghy boat and enjoy this beautiful restaurant. Unlike many other Caribbean islands, Bonaire isn't your green, beautiful island. Its beauty is more arid, and as you can see from the cacti, it might remind you more of in the States, the Arizona, state of Arizona, more than anything else. You see this ruggedness and the dry, arid areas. This is the unique beauty of the island. Some people even refer to Bonaire as well as its sister islands, Aruba and Curacao, as desert islands. This just gives it that unique touch. These are some of the beautiful buildings in downtown. Downtown Bonaire is lovely in the daytime for shopping and at night for strolling and enjoying the restaurants, as well as its world-class boulevards. Bonaireans have maintained their beautiful historical buildings. The architecture is one of a kind. In case you didn't know, Bonaire is considered a world-class diving spot. It's the paradise for divers here. As you may not know yet, Aruba really doesn't have much sand, not too many beaches, but it boasts amazing swimming pools all around the island because there's barely any sand underneath the ocean. So you're swimming and diving, enjoying all the marine life in a big, real world swimming pool. I can see why it's considered one of the top diving places in the world. There are many schools where you can learn to dive and start diving immediately. Why not? I've only mentioned a few of the beautiful attractions in Bonaire, but there is so much more to do. There's scuba diving, snorkeling, windsurfing, bird watching, kayaking. You can kayak at night, kiteboarding. There are unique tours, sightseeing tours. Nightlife is amazing in Bonaire. There's shopping, fitness, yoga, children's activities. You can bring your children as well, and you can get married in Bonaire. Why not? There's dining, there's lodging that can accommodate every budget. Bonaire is a must see, a must experience, but I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to put the link below, Info Bonaire, where you can get more information about this beautiful island. And I will say goodbye. And as they say in the local language, ayo from Bonaire.